Starting.
Are you ready? Let's go. Well, good morning, Mr. Conti.
Good morning, Mr. Rogers.
And everybody else that's chiming in. We've got 49 on, and I know we've got at least 3 checking in from the UK. So thanks, everybody.
Cool.
Hey, chat. So anyway, we're going to get these things started, and we might as well talk now because we're not going to get in a few
exactly.
minutes. Rick, last I talked to him, he was chugging his first shot of prune juice. So we may lose him early at the end of the show.
Get one of them. Oh boy, it's on.
Yep, it's on.
It's on. So, man, what a week. We had the Darlton race. It's Darlton. That's how you say it in the South. And here he comes. There we go.
Here he comes.
Mr. Darlton himself.
Yep.
You watch the Darlton race?
I actually I watched Formula One qualifying, which was what time was it? It finished at midnight. So I timed it out. I go, that's enough sleep. Of course, my sinuses are all clogged and wait for coffee.
Yeah, sleep's overrated. Trust me, I know. I don't believe in it anymore.
This is the time you go to bed, right?
Yeah, just about. Maybe about an hour.
Well, Darlington don't start yet. Darlington last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, Michael Jordan again, man.
Yeah, all the way.
On a roll.
Yeah.
Hey, I feel
said
like
that guy wasn't really going to be nobody.
Dude, I said last year he's going to dominate. I said he's going to dominate last year. And
meow. Technical difficulty. Here he comes.
No,
he's
not intentionally.
There we go.
That's why I hate doing it live. I like taping it.
It doesn't make any difference. It's
the
just
night
my
before.
Fat fingers and my microphone in my way. So,
all right.
But
so
yeah.
There, now I can see my keyboard because I can't type without looking at my fingers.
Can't see your keyboard.
Okay,
so all you can't see. Okay, but
it's too dark in here for me. I can't see nothing.
Yeah, just waking up. But let me get my head around it. Yeah, Darlington was, and Michael was there again. It was awesome.
Neat race, enjoyable race.
Chase ran good, right? Yeah, Chase ran good there for a while. Hendrick kind of ran good early and then faded, huh? That's right.
Yeah.
Hendrick's car, all 3 of them actually ran good at one time or another, right?
Oh yeah, they did. They showed some,
but Tyler was in another planet.
I know, man.
Oh, I know. It was,
and one from the pole. Holy cow!
Wasn't Blaney quick for a while? He looked good.
Yeah, Blaney looked good,
but there was nobody that was in Reddick's time zone on that one.
No, yeah, they had it dialed in.
That's great because you know what? It's such small margins. Well, Bubba wasn't up there though. I mean, that's what happens when you get to a driver's. That's a driver's track. It's always been a driver's track.
Oh yeah.
That's why Pearson won so many races there.
Yep. There was some scraping the wall too.
Yeah.
They used it.
Yeah,
Only
that's
for
always
people.
been. So that's where a driver can make a little more difference. We know he's a hell of a driver,
Yeah.
especially a mile and a half each, and that and Texas road courses. But that's kind of weird. He's good at one road course. I mean, he hadn't won another road course, you know that.
Yeah.
But he was always competitive at yours, Jim. But anyways, IndyCar, what's that? Well, I did. I watched everything yesterday.
Yeah.
That's, I'm telling you, I got a bone to pick with NASCAR. No
There's a
Friday
lot
practice.
of guys on here with bones to pick with NASCAR.
Well, no, I
for
mean,
one reason or
I just
another.
give me a 1 hour Friday practice, okay? Just
Yeah, that
1
would be
hour.
nice.
I mean, come
That would be
on,
nice.
everybody. I got IndyCar. I got an hour and a half. Formula One gives you 2 hours, right? MotoGP, you can't watch it, but you can watch the summary at about 28 minutes each summary.
Mm-hmm.
So I watched those, the 2 summaries, and my boy Mark was quickest, and that's at your track, Jim. They're at Arlington this
Just
weekend.
down the street.
And then last week, the big news from last week. Yeah, Reddick won, and we're close to getting that, but we're not close to the mold because they're running behind on the Chevy mold. I got Adam every day on the phone. He went to Europe for 10 days, and the mold guy didn't move much. So he's there every day. They're working through the whole weekend, so we'll see how much Monday, we'll see how caught up they are. Maybe we can show pictures next week of the Chevy. But then they'll start on the Toyota right away.
Yeah,
but,
good.
That'd be
It'll
cool.
be worth the wait.
The bigger news.
What's the bigger news?
Ron Capps won last week.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yes, he did.
Now, be careful, Rick. You start talking about that, and people are going to be calling you up going, when are we going to have that mold? When are we going to have that? We want to have that this summer, fall, guys. We'll have that as soon as we physically can. We want it too.
Well, it's two things. It's right now I can't even think about it until after. No, my granddaughter does it like this. She holds her hands up. You gotta go like that. My little tiny granddaughter, when she comes, I go, "What do you want for your birthday?"
Just give me money.
Scagione.
That's what I want.
Yeah, Scagione.
Exactly. The Italian comes out in her, huh? But Ron Capps won his, and Leah made it to the final round. She got beat though.
Yeah.
She got beat by actually kind of an underdog, I think. Really.
How's Ron's girl in the rail doing?
Oh, she's smoking. She went by first round, her first time out. She went. Was she go 1 round or 2 rounds?
I think week? 2 rounds.
Yeah, she's fat. They got a good.
Maddie Gordon.
They got a good tuner, you know.
Yeah.
And it was really super hot, and Ron has that Vito, the guy that used to do. Not Brittany. What's the one that married Rayo? The funny car one. The one quite a few races.
Are you talking Guido?
Not Ashley.
No, his guy, Guido.
Yeah,
Brittany.
No, Brittany's the one that just retired. Ashley, Brittany, Courtney.
There we go. Gosh.
Maybe Courtney's the one right now. I don't know. The one that married Bobby Rayo. The second one in succession.
Courtney.
Is that second? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, she. That's when they got Guido, and that's when she was beating her old man. Remember, he was running that car, and so Ron got him. I mean, that was a proven winner.
Yep.
Okay.
But yeah, NASCAR, come on, give me a Friday. Really?
Be nice, wouldn't it?
I can't get an hour. I'm sitting there watching Formula One freaking recharge their batteries, make a run. I mean, they're sitting there. The one McLaren boy that won the title, Norse. I don't know how I'm saying it right, but he was sat in the pits for like they were fixing something on his car. They go, he fell way behind. His teammate had 8 laps with in and out laps. You know, by the time he went out, what did he lose? 4, 4 actual laps.
Well, when they only get a dozen laps,
I learned
they
this.
only allowed next to nothing. Lando Norris. Thanks, Sarah.
Yeah, Lando. Yeah. But anyways, I learned this. The battery button, right? You can push it 3 times in qualifying, but only twice during the race, because otherwise the car would coast from the finish line to turn 1.
Mm-hmm.
So they time it out to use the power to the finish line. Then they got to refigure it out for the race. So because you'd be dead if every time you start finish line, your car went, you'd a lot of people pass you.
Now, is that only twice in a lap, or during the race?
No, twice during a lap.
Oh,
you can push the button twice per lap, but you have to time it. It just seems like I don't know. Need to lose that. But the Indy cars looked awesome. They're at your track, and they did a little special. They went inside the museum, and they highlighted the Lotus 64.
Oh, really?
38 is, I should go grab it. Matt sent me a bunch of parts. We're not far away. By the time the decals get here, I think we'll be shipping out the Lotus 38s. And they might be a little slow. We'll do them in the order you bought them. It might take us 30 days to get them out, but I got to get a box Monday. Now that I have all the parts, I have to get a few bags and a few boxes.
Yep.
And then separating the parts is going to be a pain in the ass.
Well, always a job.
You got my box that I sent back to you. That really there's the metal parts aren't going to be a huge bag full, but then again the parts that I sent you, I didn't have the multiples of some of the things in there. So, you'll get it figured out. So, for the non-club, for the non-club guys, there's another incentive on being a club member. Tuesday night, we had a treat. We had a treat that Rick hardly even got to talk much.
Yeah, it was something else, huh?
We had Ronnie Thomas, who's our club exclusive kit for next month. Actually, thank you, Matt, for introducing and Ronnie to us. Ronnie spent of the wow, we went 10-15 minutes over.
Yeah.
And I think Ronnie talked for an hour. Rick talked for 8 minutes. I think I got about 2 minutes. And Ronnie just had
you got to ask the questions.
Great story.
Great stories.
Oh, it was a blast having him on. We'll have to do it again, that we can record.
No, he ain't allowed it on anymore. He's taking my talking time. I'm Italian,
no more, huh?
No, I just kidding. Ronnie's a beautiful human being,
he was
he's so unassuming. He's so unassuming.
Yeah.
I mean, he
very humble.
I was a nobody, dude.
Yeah.
I would have given my right arm and left leg to be able to freaking sit and drive your car,
Yep. And I can tell you that guy, his time in Cup, and people who know of him and paid attention, he did what he could in Cup, but I got to see him in his prime years of racing. I got to watch this guy race for a couple years when he went into late 80s, early 90s, and won a lot. He was one of the top guys, and
well, he was always a top guy at the local tracks.
Extremely talented race car driver. He was very, very good wheelman.
Yeah, he would whip Earnhardt and any of them on the short tracks because he had great equipment.
Yeah.
His problem was he didn't have great equipment in Grand National.
It gets
exactly.
It was Winston Cup.
Exactly.
We'll get my granddaughter over here. Yeah.
Scajon. Yeah. He didn't. But when he dropped down, you say he dropped down, but you gotta find your slot. Him and I had a conversation.
He was in a long time though, but think about it, Matt. He was in for a long time.
Oh yeah.
Ronnie was in 78, ran some races, but he was just a kid because I was a kid, and we're the same age, and so he ran races, 77, I think, and then he ran all the way through the Pontiac. He even had a 2+2.
Yeah. And he hated it.
Yeah, he hated it. Yeah. What was your best car? We'll have him on here.
Didn't he answer that he still has one or more of his old cars?
Yeah, he was going to be on, but he's best right now.
He has his first downsized car. He bought it back and had it restored into the livery of when he was sponsored by, which he felt was his favorite looking car. And when he was sponsored by Advance Auto, it's an 81 Pontiac, but it was a car that was originally a 115-inch wheelbase car from the 70s, and they cut it down to 110. 110 wheelbase, and skinned it as a 81 Pontiac, and that's the car that he has. It's an absolutely beautiful car. Was redone by Ryan.
There's a good example. Like all I know was the cars looked like my rent-a-car when I got there in 81.
Yeah.
If you'd asked me what size were they, I would have said crappy. Crappy size.
Yeah. You did not like that. You didn't like the downside cars in 81.
No, I hated the Buicks and the Pontiac didn't come till 82. Everyone had
Pontiac was. I'll tell you. And speaking of Pontiac, at Darlington, I loved that 82, 83 Pontiac they had all painted up like Husqvarna. I always screw his name up, but everybody. But it was done in the Dale Earnhardt Wrangler colors.
Why was they got rid of the throwback weekend? What the hell?
Yeah,
they said they dumped it.
Yeah,
he also wins the award for the best fire suit of the weekend.
Yeah, true.
I like that kid. He's gonna be good. You know what? I wasn't patient enough with Reddick, and that's my fault. I should have gave Reddick. Well, it took Reddick. He won in his second year, right?
Yeah.
And I thought, third or fourth. I forget. It might have been one more year, but it was like going into his third or fourth year. I go, he's gonna rip him up, and didn't win a damn thing. And it took one more year. So Carson Hocevar. It might not be next year, but within 2 years, he's gonna.
Yeah, I agree. I think so too.
I mean, it's gonna be Spire, because we were told they have until 2030.
Yeah.
So I think Spire, with McDowell, getting some more play. It's undoubtedly they're spending money, and Jordan made them. Jordan made him $50 million. They probably bought that. Hell, did they buy one of Tony's leftovers? No. They probably bought theirs for 20-30 million, right? There's somewhere in that range. I have no idea.
Probably. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so and then now they're worth $100 million. Yeah, so they got some cash to spend, and it's obvious they're spending it because they're up there. They got 3 cars too. Don't forget they got they got Daniel as well.
Yeah.
Right. So they got McDowell. They got good experience. McDowell, Daniel. Then they got the kid.
Yep.
They got the tall Earnhardt.
Yeah, that kid is lanky. He is lanky.
That is a good looking car, Matt.
Yeah.
I'm not going to put that up because if we do, everybody's going to be howling. When you going to do that one?
Let's go through the box art.
Let's go through the box art. And you know what? Instead of jumping into the box art, let's show this stuff off, though. We have been talking about that.
Oh, I've seen that before.
That is
I
making
have all the metal
good
parts.
What's that?
Yeah, I got a whole box.
That's the best part.
Box. And then we got 3D printed parts. You didn't do the 3D printed parts, but they'll be in your box.
There's all the parts that are going to be in the kit. There's some 3D printed parts that I'm looking for. One in
wheel faces, the exhaust, the back sway bar, and then wheel faces, back sway bar, exhaust. You get 2 springs in there that go into some of those metal parts there.
Yep.
You get the windshields.
So there's some of those that are on there. There's multiples of 2s and 4s of those too. So there's more parts than what you're just seeing there. So yeah, that's we're getting there.
Jim, the undershin. The undershin. The thing that goes underneath the underneath car.
Oh, that's at the very top center.
Yeah, get rid of it because that's only metal parts on there.
Oh,
and the exhaust on the bottom right corner.
Hey, that gives me room for other stuff to put on there.
Yeah, get rid of that.
The seat. Is the seat's not metal because I'm casting that, right?
Oh yeah, get the seat off. The seat's off.
Okay, well, we'll go over those later.
All the resin goes off.
Always working.
Yeah, well, first time I see he's been asking me for 3 days to print it up and get my feedback. We did it on the show live. We were working live. But I'll tell you that this car's amazing. It's selling so fast. I don't know if it's white that you get both windshields or I have no clue, but
yeah,
it's on fire.
Yeah.
It's probably our best-selling kit right now. Guy in Castro Nevis. The Indy cars are actually rolling, guys, right now because we have a sale going. Everybody buys the Indy cars when they're on sale. But right now, the Indy cars are kicking NASCAR's butt.
Isn't that something?
Yeah, it happens. Well, we just came out with 2. Don't forget that.
Yeah.
And there's nowhere else to buy them, so can't wait for that. We're running behind. Sorry, guys. I apologize. That's my favorite car. Hey, I've waited, dude, since 1972. So sorry, guys, if we're a week or 2 weeks late, but I've been waiting since 1972. The details aren't here. That's what we're waiting on. I can't wait to see those decals, Matt.
Me too. If I get it.
Yeah. But what else? That one's shipping with it.
I was distracted by an itchy nose there, guys.
Those decals are coming with it. Then the beauty is then the club exclusive follows it. We were going to go Chevy mold, but I think you'd be cutting it too close. So you got to be in the club to get that. If you want to know how to join the club, go to our website and hit join club.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hit the drop down menu, hit club, hit join club. When you see that's kind of a screwy thing. When you see a tiny little logo with Builders Club on it, click on that and it will let you purchase it, put it in your cart and check out. And if you can't figure all that out, call and me and Jim could walk you through it.
Well, you can. I can't. I haven't gone through it. I haven't gone through it yet. Hey, can I show the Takuma box? Has that been approved yet?
No.
Okay. Sorry, we can't show you that one, guys. But we got a Takuma Sato kit.
The product's approved. It's just Takuma's agent hasn't approved the likeness on there. And then as soon as the mold gets here, we were gonna do these this month coming, but we figured screw it, we're just gonna push them off till May and do Ronnie and the throwback version.
I don't think anybody's going to complain about those because those are going to be.
And then these two, and that's your kid of the month, Chase Elliott. Don't purchase it if you're in the club.
Yep,
you're going to get it that's what you're getting. That's a good looking car. That's my favorite one.
My favorite. Far. That's my favorite Napa car.
Me too, by far. That was, our Cactus looks good too this year. Those we're waiting on those to get shrunk wrapped. We ran out of them, and you know what happened? This is really dumb. She didn't make enough of the blue bodies, so we only have 2 cars that we have to dump to wrap. So we're going to end up not making the full run of those. We're only going to be short like 100, but it's still. But we have to repack, so we have to kill 2 other cars to make that car. She didn't inject quite enough bodies. It's all right. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
The mold's already cut up, so I don't know what to tell you. So what we're doing is Patty's been pulling out the decals, putting in the instructions decals, putting in the new ones, putting the new lid on because the color's exactly the same as the Tony the Tiger car I seen her ruining, and I've seen her ruining the World 600 car. Yeah. So we don't have that body anymore, and there's a bunch of them on sale right now. If you want to catch one, the Ford body's going to be finished after the next 2 releases, and the old Ford body is finished. And so, there's a mega sale up right now. So go to the website, check it out.
Yep.
And
trying to get some of the older stock out of the warehouse. We don't have to be renting a warehouse.
Yeah, we've had to. Well, what happened was, the market changed. The distributors don't buy crap anymore. The retail is up. So retail is up. There's more people building models than ever, especially our models. But the guys who used to stop, put them in their warehouses, they don't do it anymore because the economy stinks and they're broke. So
there you go.
Well, I mean, they sell RC cars. They sell. We were just an add-on item. And but the as far as the hobby, strong as can be because it just means you sell way more direct. So we have to change our business model, make way less pieces of each kit. But we're gonna make more. So we're gonna probably
make more kits, but less of them.
3 kits a month, and a lot less. If you don't get in, you ain't getting in.
Yeah.
If you don't get in immediately, you're not getting in. We're making them for you guys watching the show. You guys in the club. You guys that follow us. A few extra for fanatics, and that in the team, and that's it. We're not going outside and trying to push them. There's a few hobby stores we have, and we'll supply them. But other than that, no, we're not. We're pulling it in tight here.
Yeah,
we're gonna keep it a tight ship.
I've got a question for you I've heard a lot out there. You spoke of kind of taking a break from the Ford Mustang.
Yes.
For about a year, just for the year. There's other cars to do and stuff like that.
It could be one to 2 years.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, think about it.
That's just
took a year and a half break on Toyota.
But when you say that, you're only talking about the next gen Mustang. You're not saying that of all Fords. You're not saying that of like the Fords. Thunderbird.
Let me finish that. All Fords.
Oh, okay. So the 83 Thunderbird is on hold.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I know that question has come up. Everybody was wondering if that was going to affect the 83 Thunderbird.
Absolutely. Positively.
Sorry, guys.
It's a Ford licensing thing, right?
Yeah. And we're not going to. Here's the thing: we'll be doing them in 1 to 2 years. I mean, that's 1 to 2 years from Christmas. You know, but it's hard to say. You know, if it's 1 or 2, it'll be. I mean, the Toyota was a year, and it's going to be probably 7 months, right?
Yeah.
You know, so all pretty. You know, it was quite a while because once you do pull the trigger, then you got to make the mold. You know.
Yep.
You guys want us to make more Fords? You got to be buying a hell of a lot more Fords. That's when it gets down to it.
It's already. We already decided we're going to party.
Yeah, it's all.
You know what it does? It creates, like the Toyota. It creates the anticipation and the pre-orders and
exactly.
The Toyota's going to do great. We needed the break on Toyota, you know, and Toyota now has a solid third team. You know, because we got Legacy, and it looks like we haven't got it signed yet, but Chris sent a contract over to the Jordan team. See, the Jordan team just didn't have a person running that licensing. It wasn't that they wouldn't license. They just didn't, you know, in the process of making a car competitive, the licensing is kind of the last thing maybe you would do, you know, having a person, in this case, a lady that handles the licensing now.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm sure she had 5 billion jobs going before that, you know?
Right.
And so now they're established. It was Trackhouse was the smart one. What they did was they asked Heather from NASCAR, could you handle this for us while we're getting organized, you know? And now they have a guy. But, you know, we still go through Heather. But so Trackhouse was in the same boat. Mm-hmm. It's just the reason we were able to get Trackhouse is they said, hey, we're new. We're trying to get everything together. They just asked NASCAR if they would handle it for them. And they did.
I don't know
it worked out really good.
I don't know why these other teams aren't. Somebody is doing their digital wraps and everything on all of the cars.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why we're not getting those from all of the licenses. Just like we got stuff from Trackhouse that's just blowing my mind. I'm just going, let's do all of these because they all just look so stinking cool that I can't even tell you about some of them. They're just stinking awesome. But I wish
Hendrick does good ones. Hendrick does great ones.
Hendrick does a great job. But some of the others,
the Penske ones are good.
Not so much.
Yeah, well, they have somebody in house that's good at it. It's like Linda, one of my favorite people that we deal with. I can't wait to do her cars again at Joe Gibbs.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, she's one of the favorite people that I deal with. But we didn't have a car, and she was totally understanding, you know. And we stayed in touch, you know, stayed friends, and they don't have anybody there that can do it, Jim. That's the answer they gave us. We don't do it because we don't have anybody that knows how to do it.
I think all of those are done by the companies that do the wraps, or whatever art department is doing the wraps. They're doing them and laying them out on the cars and stuff.
Hendrick has an art department. Penske has an art department, and actually, Westbrook gives us pretty good ones. RCR, Richard Childress, but they've been around a long time, dude. those
Yeah.
teams. You know, Joe Gibbs been around, but I don't know. They never did it. You know, don't forget there weren't Toyotas.
Maybe this one team in question, Rick. Maybe we can offer them that service. You give us the stuff, and give me the key shot file on the official NASCAR, and I'll do that artwork for you, and we'll we can work something out.
Yeah,
cut the royalties down.
RFK. Our new car that we're doing the Castrol GTX car. We're just waiting for box approval to show you. But we're doing that one, and the funny thing is they put it on the old car. They put the new artwork on the old car. So the old car is going to be on the cover, but when you open the box, you're going to get the new car. And Clay put the decals for the new car, not the old car. But you have to put on the box what they approve. I don't even think they know it, to be honest with you, and I'm not going to point it out. It's just like, it's approved. It's approved. We're going with it. Well, we wanted a picture of the car, but we found out that he has not run his primary scheme yet. He was supposed to run it at Darlington, and then he did the tribute to Biffle, which was a Roush, team driver, right? And so that I think we might have the kit out by the time he runs the damn car. It's a cool looking car, though.
It is going to be so cool looking. I love that. I know it's costing us extra, but I love that reflective red, the 6 on the door. It just looks
I hate them. I hate them.
I know it costs us extra, but they look pretty.
I hate, and Chase Elliott screwed us this year. Hendrick always stayed away from those. Of course, he had to put it on Chase's car this year.
Yeah.
Well. Yeah, win some, lose some, right?
There you go.
But
ouch.
But yeah. Ouch.
Sometimes
things
hurt.
Every time I see one of those, it's like, ouch. Yeah. So actually, Jim, me and Matt have been talking quite a bit. So the throwback Traveler's car is going to be the first one where we do not provide the chrome. You have to spray it or paint it, okay? Because it's about a 70-30 issue, okay?
Yep.
Every time we do a survey, it's at least 70-30, might be 80-20, okay? Everybody wants no chrome, okay? Because our chrome doesn't come off. It's real chrome. And so we're going to give it a go on that and probably give it a go on Ronnie's car. And then we're going to evaluate, let's see if the survey we're taking is accurate,
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, we've probably taken this survey over the years, 10 times? Matt,
yeah.
At least.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And
the thing is me personally, I like the chrome, but I really think
me and Matt, yeah,
we both like the chrome, but it's like we say, but the people buying the kits, they always, that's all I ever read about on the Facebooks is everybody strips their chrome and they like to paint it. So why bother chroming things anymore?
Well, Art Lasky, a good builder, a friend of mine, he told me why. He said, because when you cut it, you get that little mark, and you could never match it. So they
me,
just got used
I'm
to
a hack builder, so that doesn't bother me. But most guys they care about.
Anyways, we'll do it for a couple of cars. Yeah. They're both really small run cars, and we'll see what you guys. If you don't like it, let us know.
Yeah, please.
If you like it, let us know, and we'll see how it turns out. But
there's so many.
Yeah,
so
we're gonna be. And this year we're gonna do a lot more white bodies. So like on the on the cars, you're going to see more white body. Not all, but you're going to see more white bodies. You know, you'll probably keep the blue with Petty, the blue with Chase and Kyle. You know,
Good.
but the smaller ones, we'll just inject them in white so we have them, and you spray it one color. Clay gives you all the other decals, so he'll tell you spray what color green or whatever the hell you spraying. You know, like on Ronnie's car. I think Ronnie's car is going to be a white car. And
it is?
You got to spray. Yeah, you got. Well, no, it was going to be gold. Maybe it doesn't start till after Ronnie's car.
Yeah, it's going to be gold. Okay.
They might have already injected those in gold, but it's going to start right after that.
Okay.
Well, no, it isn't that. It's just but it's because they already did them, Jim. But we're going to do more white cars, and we'll see. Just like the chrome, you know, we make them for you guys. So if we keep hearing it, we're going to try and we did it with the 110th running Indy car, and it's selling like crazy because it's pure white, and not all the parts, the silver under the hood and the under trays black, but you know, the chassis bag will stay the same colors. It's the body parts.
Right. Now, here's a question. Why not use chrome that can be stripped and everyone will be happy?
Because it's crap.
There you go.
You might as well spray it.
Yeah, why?
If you use chrome that can be stripped, it's just going to fade to an aluminum looking crap anyways over time. So why bother?
And you also going to strip it. Why for us to go to that expense just so that they can turn around and strip the chrome off?
And just to let you know, in California, that method is we lucked out. The more harsh method is the one we use, where it's actual chrome. You know,
it's also had a lot to do with availability.
Well, yeah, it's copper, nickel, and then chrome, like real chrome, like if you're doing a hot rod, you know. So you would go to them, but the thing is, they're grandfathered in, and to where there is a guy here that does it's called vacuum chroming. Metal. All it is they put a varnish on your plastic, right?
Right.
And they turn around and they vacuum aluminum to it. Then they clear coat the aluminum they vacuumed on. So it's basically the paint you can buy from Revell and all them is better than the vacuum chroming. It's either real chrome or spray it yourself, because the vacuum chroming is, if you lined all three up, the vacuum chroming would be the ugliest.
Yeah.
And you still have the cut mark problems, and you got to strip it off. So what good is that?
Yeah.
You know,
I for one am
chrome it so you can strip it. You know?
I for one am, why bother? Just and it's just a process that the company doesn't have to do anymore. Most people, you know. How many times when you first came out did we hear complaints about or questions, more questions than complaints? I don't want to go negative on that, but it's still a constant thing about your older kids is, how do I strip this chrome? It's a constant. You can't. So, you know, let's just.
Rick, can you read that comment?
Dennis, the new club rules. We have
you
rules.
have to build one Salvino's kit per quarter and post it on the Builders Club page.
Oh, that's a new rule.
I posted my Joseph car. I said I just finished it. That was a year ago, because I just copied and pasted. You know, in your news feed, something you posted a year ago pops up, right? Well, I had two popped up. I had the one of my pops giving 18-year-old Don Perdome his first winning check, at the Winter Nationals in '65, right?
Yeah.
And so I shared it on the club page, and then the Joseph car that I built, it
Yeah.
was when I finished it, I put it on my page, and I shared it over to the club page. So I shared a build.
Yay.
Catch up, Matt.
Yep.
I know.
I'm going to be over the next few weeks. I'm going to be sharing. I'm not exactly going to call them builds, but I'm going to go back to all the driver figures that we're making for the kits. I'm going to go back and so that we can actually have them on the websites, on the web store, to show what they look like when they're painted. And most of our guys aren't going to have decals, but I will do the decals on the Helio Castro Neves. So I need to get some better brushes than what I have for some of the tiny details. But I'm going to go back and do for
Tamiya brushes.
Yeah, send me a set. No charge.
We're out of them.
Oh, okay.
We're out of them right now. I think we have one tiny one. I was saying, they sell.
That's what I need. The tiny.
What happened is the damn distributors aren't stocking this stuff, this expensive
and
stuff.
You can't get it.
We buy every piece we can get. No, they won't. They won't sell direct. They will, because they used to, and they'll probably redo it again now that the distributors aren't stocking.
Mm-hmm.
You know, even Tamiya, it's hard to get Tamiya product through a distributor. So if they're having trouble, it's part of the deal right now.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, look forward to. And then what we're going to do, guys, if you posted cars on the Builders Club page, repost them. We're going to go to Instagram, and Jim's going to try to at least a couple times a week post a build on Instagram with our web page on it. And we need more cars. So post your builds, club members, on the even if you've already posted them, repost them so that we can use them to throw on Instagram. And that's a new form of advertising that it catches a group, an age group. Facebook catches 50 up, maybe even, about 50 years and older.
Old people.
Old farts.
Where the 20 to maybe 40 or so, whatever, they're really Instagram people.
Yep.
So we need to catch that other group. So help us out and post some pictures, pictures of your build so we can put something up and advertise this company. Appreciate it. If you all kick in.
And I'll have to.
So where are we at? Yeah, where are we at? Where's Cup at? See, I don't even know where Cup is because he didn't practice yesterday.
Yeah, where are they racing this weekend, guys?
There's a small track.
Bueller?
I talked to Del Inman.
Martinsville, isn't it?
Martinsville. I got the sneezes. I'm sorry. Martinsville.
Yeah,
it's Martinsville.
Yeah, because
it's one of my favorites.
Yeah, I talked to Del Inman. 89 years old. He's going to Martinsville. He went to Darlington and he went to Daytona twice. He just flies in and flies out. But
oh, heck yeah.
But yeah, I got to talk to him. He sounded great. And
that's good.
All this stuff he had, and we talked for quite a while. I was talking to Ronnie, and Ronnie goes, well, I'm going, Petty's test is today. So Ronnie's down there with his hauler and his car at Petty Fest, and he goes, well, I'll get Del and put him on the phone. I go, you know what? I'm just going to call him when we hang up. And sure enough, he answered, and we had a great talk.
That's awesome.
He's still sharp, dude. He's 89 and still sharp as can be, man. But it's awesome. And then he said Richard doesn't stop. He just keeps going. Well, I have to talk to Bonnie too, because the girls, Lisa, Sharon, and Rebecca, I mean, Bonnie was really comfortable with dealing with me and Jim and Chris, and we donate to the Petty Foundation, it's called now. But and so we have a rack there that we like, and the girls don't, Bonnie she knew us so well, she would call, all the time. So we just loaded up some stuff, and I called Bonnie and I said, just let Rebecca, Sharon, I guess Sharon does the ordering, just let them know it's not we want to do it. You know how the Petties are. They don't want to ask for nothing. That's just their personality. But we want to be there. We love having that rack in the middle of the museum.
Oh yeah.
Hey, when I was a kid and I used to go to that, it wasn't a museum. It was a
trophy room.
I don't know what it was. It was a trophy room. It was where you put his
crap. Trophy room.
With a flat tire on the Superbird for 3 years.
Yeah.
That Superbird had a flat tire for a good 3 years. But, it was the only car in the thing. It was a trophy room. And but anyways, now it's just beautiful what they've done to the place.
Oh yeah.
And basically cool. The workshop is the museum. Where they worked on the cars.
Yeah.
So it's really cool. I haven't been there. Need to go down and check it out.
I know. I'm kind of hoping to get out there this summer.
Yeah, I got a knee issue that thanks to one of our club members, I am getting a 3D printed bionic knee. If it wasn't for the club, well, I forgot his name. I'm sorry. The mortician, Buddy, good friend. I've known him for a long. Can't think of his name right now.
Yep.
I've talked to him. He called me up, and I'm getting a conformist 3D printed bionic knee, and thanks to Pop Warner Football for that one. And Dell, I was talking to Dell. Dell had his right knee replaced, and he goes, "We know what that's from. It's from pounding the ground every time he would change the tires."
Mm-hmm.
If you notice, he didn't wear knee pads. He didn't wear knee. Yeah.
What's that, Rick?
I don't actually go in. I don't. My consultation is the 30th of April, and it was hard to find in California someone that did it. They're out of North Carolina, and so in Texas, there's tons of guys all through there. California, you got to go to Scripps. That's it. And now that the new 3D Rad bottom, you don't have to go to this one imaging place only. You can go to any imaging place. And so it's now becoming to where anyone can get it,
Dennis,
good, I need a couple
I've seen Lindsey Vaughn go down the hill. But anyways, can't wait so I can get back to the track. Me and Matt missed the double header, which I would have loved to have been there for that.
Yep.
Yeah.
With Phoenix. Next year, that's a bucket list, right?
Right.
Although I don't know if you can call it a bucket list. I started going to Phoenix in 1970. So I guess that's not a bucket list.
Not a bucket list, but
it's a bucket list with the start finish line in the wrong spot.
Right, exactly.
Well, it's like
it's like Darlington. Darlington always looks backwards to me.
Yeah.
It will definitely
when they
Team Salvino's
when they go into
on Phoenix for that one.
Yeah, but the Darlington looks backwards to me. IndyCar, Phoenix looks backwards to me. Especially those tracks because the two turns are so different. Yeah. 3 and 4, that's 1 and 2 at Phoenix is totally different than 1
and 2. They've changed it. It's like I'm not now. They've even changed all the 3 is 1 and 4 is I don't know. They've done it all weird.
And the dog leg's totally different.
And you go down the front.
The dog leg's totally different.
Yeah.
Yeah. They have motorhomes parked where the old little wooden rankety grandstands were.
Yeah, I
Down
love
the
those
front,
grandstands.
the old
I
front
like.
stretch.
Well, I'm
It
kind
was
of,
great.
you know,
Nostalgic.
I like the old. I got lots of memories of that track. Spent a lot of time there. Well, it used to be so. I haven't been there since it's been moved around and changed. I think the last time I went there for a race was about 10 or 11 years ago. I went to a truck race there, and that's the last time I've been there.
Rick, the question was asked a couple minutes ago, will the knee be petty blue? And then Jim Scales Custom said it will be petty blue and vermilion for a little
Yes,
bit.
it will.
No, I was in negotiating
and then it'll
with
roll
the doctor.
into I think the Chumba Casino colors and stuff like that.
No, the doctor wanted petty blue and I wanted STP red. So we negotiated. So it's
went
half
that
and
way.
half.
Yeah,
Me and Dell were talking.
way.
Me and Dell, that was this. Dell likes talking about that story.
Yeah.
So we started talking about that story, and I had just told it Ronnie. Ronnie never heard it. That went about too hard.
Really?
And I'm gonna say it right on here because they're old. They don't listen. Dell goes. I go. There's two hard heads with Granatelli and Richard, right? And Richard's a nice. Both of them were super nice people. Andy Granatelli, I know a lot of people like he was loud, so a lot of people didn't like him, but he was a family man. He was his employees. He made sure their families were always involved. I remember when my dad, this is early on in the early 60s, my dad would come home and it would be like, take the family out, put it on the expense account, here we were eating at, the finest restaurants. It wasn't often, but, it was, he was just a good dude. And anytime I would go to a race, would meet up with my dad, Andy would have a big dinner and you bring the whole family, everybody,
Yeah.
Hell, I remember years when Mario drove the car, right? 69, 60, 70 and 71. It'd be DM, Michael. I don't know if Barbie was born yet, but Jeff, they were just little. Joey, Anthony, that's Andy's kid. But all the kids and wives had to be there. That's the way he was.
Mm-hmm.
He was just, he was a good dude, man. He got a bad rap.
I can relate to him.
If you go back to the 60s.
It's kind of funny. Well, as a little kid,
he was just a great dude.
I liked him and admired him, and my mom hated him. My mom hated Andy Grant, and I didn't understand why. And when we moved here to Phoenix, he was on a regular circulating commercial because in early 80s, and they were all over the place here, almost on every corner, is when he was getting his tune-up masters shops all over the place.
Right.
And he was always on the TV, and my mom would just cringe about it. And I was just fascinated with the guy. And I thought those tune-up master shops were cool. They were all like on every corner.
Think of how wrong two brilliant people, right? I mean, racing, two of the most brilliant people in racing history, Andy Granatelli and Richard Petty, right?
Right.
They're sitting there. One's fighting for Petty Blue, one's fighting for STP Red. And they were both wrong. When you put the two colors together, you made the most iconic paint scheme in racing history.
Totally by accident. Totally by stubbornness and accident.
Two stubborn dudes. And the funny thing Dell says to me on the phone, he goes, and he's still stubborn, Rick. He hasn't changed.
Rick, it was Michael Meyer that told you about the knee.
Thank you, Michael. That's my boy. Yeah. Thank you, Michael. Michael, just to let Michael know real quick, what happened was Rad 3D bought I just said it, whatever, the other company. So it's owned by It's owned by the Conformis. There you go. Rad 3D bought Conformis, and Rad 3D had some better programming. So now you can go to any imaging center. So it's under one roof, but it's in North Carolina. So
do they just do knees?
I'm getting a southern knee, baby.
Oh, awesome!
From one of my favorite states, man, North Carolina.
Heck yeah!
So I'm gonna get me a southern knee. So it's got a little extra horsepower.
Do they do the printing there and then ship it off to the doctors wherever?
Yeah, they scan you here, and then they send it off to North Carolina. They print it there, then they send it back to the doctor here.
Cool.
How cool is that?
And thank you, Mr. Myers. That was a good. We thought that everybody did it, and came to find out that La Jolla, California, is the only place that does it out here. And
wow.
So it took a lot. It was November, I think, when we started looking. So finally, and I had to miss Phoenix. That stuff. But yeah, it's going to be exciting. So who you got, Matt? Let's go. We're short tracking.
Woo!
We're short tracking.
It's going to be a good one.
We'll give you first pick. I'll go last. Go ahead.
All right. Well, I am going
wait, no, we got to go the double. We got to go the double. We're at Barber too. We're at Barber.
We got to go double what?
We're at Barber.
We got Barber for the Indy cars, and then.
Oh gosh,
Martinsville.
Well, for Indy car, I really.
So
I'm gonna have, I want to see Ferrucci win, so I just root for him. He's kind of become my IndyCar guy. I just want to see him excel. I like that guy, and then I'm gonna go with my my regular dude for Martinsville. I want to see Kyle win.
His first win this year.
I'm gonna go
my Kyle Larson. It's a special track, and I, for that team too, and Martinsville, cool.
I'm not stealing the suggestions because that's what I was going to say, but I'm going with Chastain and Kirkwood. Thank you, Sarah. That was exactly who I was going to go with.
Oh, you stole my Indy pick. You stole my Indy pick. Oh, you jerk!
You can pick him too. That's okay.
I'm gonna go second. I'm gonna go second place. Then I'll take the Mexican, the Pato at Dairy. Although Kirkwood was my pick, even though last year Pelot drove away from the field, but I did watch all the practice and qualifying, which I appreciate IndyCar putting on a Friday. Little shot at NASCAR there, and. Well, it gave me something to watch. They even had Indy. I call Indy Light, but whatever. Whatever they call it, they had that on too. Awesome. By the way, that's a double header. So there's a race today and a race tomorrow. Or there might have been a race last night. I got to rewatch it. I didn't see the race, but I watched the qualifying. And I don't know any of the names. Sorry, guys, but I love watching them. And I'm gonna go with the Mexican boy, and one of our best sellers too, by the way. Pato, I tell you, and his commercial is unbelievable. Great commercial.
He would
have been the greatest garbage truck driver of all time. And but and then I'm gonna go with Denny. I'm gonna go with Hamlin. So I'm not picking my favorites. I'm not a homer. I would have went Kirkwood, Hamlin, but Jim sniped my guy, my pick.
There you go. It's a good one.
But I'll go Pato, Hamlin. There we go. All right, we'll see next week who wins this one.
Yep.
Yeah.
But, let's go through the kits real quick. We're over time, but let's fire through them real fast.
Yeah, you know what?
We are a model car show.
93 people watching, so nobody's in a hurry to leave.
People can watch it 100 times.
That's right.
They can come in and out. There we go. The 110th running hot selling car, all in white. If you go and you get both windshields, you get both engines. So if you wanted to do I'm just going to say it because they're in Sweden anyways. If you want to do Ericsson's car, you can get IndyCals. Go to IndyCals. He has the decals. That way you can make every car of this version. So you can go 20 all the way to current once we put out the Sato.
How cool is that?
Castroneves 2021 winner. And the only one you're missing is 22, but you can get them decals over there at IndyCals. There's the throwback. What do you call those cars? We've never done one before.
A fantasy.
Tribute. Fantasy.
Yeah, tribute.
Oh, fantasy tribute.
Fantasy.
This is a fantasy because they didn't actually physically make one, which is a crying shame.
Well, they did. Clay just entered one in the contest. I seen a picture.
No, they didn't actually physically make.
Not a real car. There's not a real one.
Then my favorite car of all, my favorite petty car ever.
The squiggly. The squiggly car.
Petty Pocono.
That's the Barracuda. That's a USAC race. That's not a NASCAR race.
That's right.
But that's an awesome picture. I love all the guys around them.
Yeah.
Know them all. Them are the hardcore. The Barr brothers are in there.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, as soon as the mold gets here, we're going to knock that one out. The Travelers. That car looks so good on the track.
That car is cool.
So he got wrecked. It was competitive, too. And, of course, that car should have won the 500. Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Yep. The one that
Chase Elliott fans.
Oh, almost, man. That was a close one.
He's having a good year.
He
Even
is.
though he hasn't got a win yet, he has been consistent and running really well. He's not having a Reddick year, but then again, who knows?
Is?
I mean, remember when Bell ran off those 3 in a row?
Yeah.
And then he didn't come back to the front till late, So, NASCAR kind of works that way. When the cars are in these little windows like they are, it's hard to tell. You don't tune in. It's like Polo ran away from the field last year at Barber. I think he was in the last practice. They're going to qualify today. He was around 7th, I think, in the 2 practices they had. And Kirkwood was flying again. See, when they find something, right now, obviously, Andretti found something, and Kirkwood had old tires and finished second on them at Phoenix on old tires. That was an amazing run. But yeah, there's just little windows there, and right now Andretti's in one. Andretti's in one, and Tyler Reddick's in one. So
hey,
it's going to be interesting.
William Chun wants to know, where do we post the pictures for Instagram? If you guys are on Instagram, I'm going to have to put it. What I'll do is I'll go back to this. I think our Instagram is Salvino's Art. Let me get, and what I'll do is I'll go back to the video of this.
No,
I'll post the first comment, whatever it is. I'll post. Hang on a second, Rick. I'll post the comment. But if you guys do your own Instagram stuff, I'll put on the comment what we are to put a hashtag that, so that it all links together. So that your post can be up there with, and it'll link back to us.
Well, let us post it so we can put our website on it.
Yeah.
We don't want them posting them. Send them. Put them on the club page. Just put the photo on the club page. Jim will doctor it up, and then we'll post it on Instagram.
Email it to jim@salvino.us.
You can also post it on my NASCAR Facebook group too.
And we can take it from over there. Yeah.
So yeah,
if you're not in the club, go to Lucas C's or the Pit and Scrapyard. We have access to that one too.
Lucas C's NASCAR and all kinds of other circle track.
Yeah, Lucas C NASCAR, put it there. But put it, if you're in the club, put it on the club page.
And you can always email
NASCAR modeling headquarters.
Same thing as, hey, if you guys have a nice build that you'd like me to use for the image on the weekly reminder, Jim@salvino.us. Same thing with any of the parts that you've asked about, the printed parts. We do a bunch of stuff on our store. Some stuff hasn't made it to the store. Email me directly. But that's it, guys. Thanks. Now the three of us can all go back and take naps.
Nighty night.
Guy in the middle.
I stayed up like an idiot. He hasn't slept. I stayed up like an idiot and watched Formula One qualifying till midnight.
Well, somebody informed me about 1 a.m. through about 3:30 that there were things with the weather that I needed to be made aware of by stepping all over me and licking me, and it wasn't my wife doing it. So I'm a little pooped too. So yes, it has to be a Salvino's kit with for me to show it on our stuff, it has to have the stock decals, not an aftermarket.
Yeah. Has to be representation.
We don't want licensors coming back at us. So Jim@salvino.us, especially for you guys that don't do social media. So
I do.
Yep.
You do.
All right, guys. Thanks.
Appreciate have a good weekend, everybody.
We're going to start taping the show on Friday so we can, because we don't get the buffering. And we're going to have some special guests on. And in fact, a lot of the club members said that was the greatest show ever. I guess it was because I wasn't talking. And
absolutely. I mean, did I say that?
Yeah, it was great.
Ronnie was
he was just such a great source of fantastic.
And he'll come back anytime. He had a ball with it.
And my favorite club member, Mike Myers. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. I forgot the name, and if it wasn't for him, I'd be it would have taken me months to recover, and 30 days he was back at work. So
that's awesome.
I'm looking forward to getting that taken care of once and for all. And that's what it is. We're a big fan. We don't just build models. We're into racing.
Yeah, we also replace knees.
We're friends. Yeah, we replace knees. You need anything else? Jim's got a hobby knife, so if you need any small surgeries, Jim will take care of you.
And I looked it up. They also do hips, so I'm going to look into it.
Yeah, they do. They do hips.
They do hips. So
3D printed hips. Yep.
I could use a couple or three.
So Matt might be in that gravy line there. And Matt, how old are you, Matt? You 65 yet? You're not 65 yet, right?
No.
66.
I got 5 years.
No. So you got 5 years.
He's still a kid.
Well, when you're 65,
I'm still
you get all these benefits, dude.
Yeah,
I'm 65, boy.
Then I can live my
everything for you.
All right, boys. Let's get out of here.
Yeah. All righty.
I got a button that's not
have fun. Oh, God bless
button.
you.
Where's the button?
Yeah, I got a button, but it's not
Come on.
There we go. So we're out of here. Bye. Talk to you guys all next week. And clubbies, see you Tuesday night.